want to formally thank you for making time out of your busy schedule to be here today. I don't take it for granted having powerhouses represent in this place for the launch of New Wine 2022. Let me carry this once. Wow. Okay, right. Good morning again, and thank you to all the media houses and bloggers who are here. Gospel to Me and his colleagues are here to support New Wine and the launch. So basically, as my manager rightly said, this year is the 5th edition or 6th edition. Well, it's the 6th edition by the grace of God, and still counting. And we will be recording our 5th album. The title of the album this year is, I should put it down. Okay. The title of the album this year is Koinonia. Koinonia. That's the title of the album this year. And somebody will ask, what's the meaning of Koinonia? Koinonia simply means a place of fellowship with God, where you and God can be at one place, just you and God. So what the project seeks to achieve is to create an atmosphere for whoever connects with the album or any of the songs of the album, where you have a one-on-one fellowship with God, quiet time wise, prayer time wise. Anytime you feel like, engaging God, anytime you put any of the songs on the album on, you should be able to have that access, and that is what we are working towards spiritually and technically to make sure that we achieve that aim and purpose. However, it is impossible to achieve that without the support of individuals to make sure that the vision is made clear. Bible says make the vision plain. So the vision has to be very clear for everyone to, as it were, jump on and support the vision. So that's the title of the album this year, and there's something new that we are doing with this album that I stand to be corrected. I don't think anybody has done. I started by saying I stand to be corrected, but I don't think anybody has done what we are about to do with this album, and that is on the album we are creating room for other artists to also be heard and seen. Most of the times when it comes to album recordings, it's just about one individual probably featuring other people on the album in the name of the project. But what with this year, by the grace of God, we are doing is there are certain younger people who have the gift and the talent that myself and some in my team have identified that we want to help, and this is the help we are giving. We are putting them on the platform to record their own songs. They can choose to feature emoji or choose not to feature. It's their own decision. Record their own songs. It will go through the mixing and mastering process and everything being paid by emoji and the team. When it comes to the release, the song, that said song by the individual is not going to be released on the album, but we are going to put the song on the person's own YouTube channel, create an Apple Music online channel for the person, where all the streams, revenue, and everything goes directly to the person. We are not going to take any split sheet where we will say that we gave you the platform, so we have a split sheet. 60% goes to your 40% comes to us. We are giving 100% to these people, and I think it's a blessing and for them as well, and to their families and their loved ones, where they can be heard, and the platform will be given to them as well, before the thousands that will gather before the throne room of God, to be seen and heard, and also grow their channel and their following, and be given the opportunity to also minister on great platforms as God has given us the opportunity to do. So,
how are you doing?
I'm doing great, by God's grace.
You must be very excited. I mean, the news that has just been broken.
Yes, I am. And MOG himself has been a very great inspiration to me. you know, from his album, Better Me album. I've been following him for a while, and this is like a dream come true. I mean, being on a big stage with him and doing a song with him and having the privilege of, you know, ministering to a whole lot of people. And I'm really excited and I feel blessed about it.
To be of.
Koinonia.
So actually, I'm a little bit surprised because to me about it, but he didn't really tell me he was going to do this. So I'm surprised and I'm honored and I feel blessed to be part of Koinonia.
How long have you been doing music? How long have you ever wanted to, have your own track, your own video, a recording like this?
Ever since I was like 12 years. Yes, I sing at church. I do BBs for a lot of artists, and actually I really wanted to do this when I got married. I decided to do it, and I started writing down my songs and all that. Yes, and that's how I started.
I was totally amazed when I heard that. I mean, everything. When I heard Donnie McClurkin, and the fact that you're giving two new artists, two upcoming gospel artists, a platform. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
What actually inspired that particular one?
Growing up in the gospel industry, I had some people to help me, even though the struggle was real. There are some who turned me down, but there are some who really gave me the hand, and I really felt the love that they gave to me. So I made a vow to myself that when I have the opportunity, I would also extend the same hand to other people, and bring them on board to make sure that the space in which we have our main stream gospel artists, the numbers can increase and then put Ghana on the map. So basically, that's the vision that pushed me.
Well, congratulations on that. But the name Koinonia, what inspired it?
Basically, I was praying and I was asking God that what title are we going to use for this year's project, and He said with the album this year is going to create let's create an atmosphere where me and the individual listening to it, we can have a fellowship. So I started doing research on that, and I realized the name Koinonia stands for a place of fellowship with God. So that's how we decided to go with it.
Wow, that's beautiful. And this marks the 6th edition.
Yeah.
So does it mean 6 albums?
No, 6th edition, but the 5th album.
5th album.
Right.
Okay, so the first one wasn't. One hasn't actually.
Yeah, one was.
Which one was that?
So actually, the album is recorded 2 times in a year. Okay. Once every 2 years. So next year you will still have new one, the 7th edition without an album. Then we'll have the 8th edition with this. Yeah. So that's how it's going. That's how it's like.
And all the people you're featuring, all the names you're featuring on this new wine concert, Koinonia, they're all going to be on the album.
Yes, some are going to be on the album. For the likes of Joe Metal, there are songs that we've done in the past years that we want to redo to bless the people of God. So basically, we'll be just revamping what has already been done and all that. Yeah. So
is he the only person that is not going to be featured on the album?
Joe. Well, there's a song that I did with him that is titled Jesus. So it's going to be on the album actually. Yeah. So Akesi and all those guys are going to be on the album and everything. Yeah.
Assembly in Nigeria for into the air canal. But just by the way, though. But okay, so actually, we know that there is always a board that governs voting, and after every award, all the noise about it, and we are not the first group to bring awards down here. We might be ready to make mistakes, and we might be ready to correct them. But we searched through and realized that the list of people that were mentioned from Fred Chimensa, from our own Prince Chaga, my man, the powerful demon of my time, Dr. Pauls, Ola Michaels, Ajimai, Nkonkonsa, and the lady among them, Amanda. We chose them for a reason, and the reason why we chose them is that we've seen their work in the entertainment industry. We walk around, talk to people. We had interviews with people they didn't know we're working on them to bring them to do this exercise. This particular thing you are seeing was not a one-day thing. I think it's been 3 years now since we started working on it behind the scene until finally we brought it to Ghana, because it's a competition in a way in terms of business. Where should this go? And once we can reach the right people at the right time, we brought it to Ghana. So your board members that you see are people that we've elected them to do this assignment for the maiden event, and a lot of work will be done by them. The details of what we'll be expecting from the public and what we're expecting from the board will be tabled on the day we are unveiling the final artist that will be filing their nomination. Like he said, I'll continue from that portion, that there's a time between when we'll be doing the nomination of the people who are qualified for those who have to send their nomination. We're starting this one from the 15th of February to the 15th of March. One solid month for everybody to submit their scheme. And we have a website, so it will not be an interference. I gave it to this one, he didn't bring it. I sent it here, he didn't bring it. So it's a website that will announce to everybody. It will go around on our social media handles so that everybody will know.
By which our music can naturally, automatically get to Nigeria and beyond is through the scheme. Why? I'm saying this because if I am nominated against a Nigerian act, the population of Nigeria is about 200 and something million. At least you are sure to have about half of them going to Google this person who is vying or slotting against the likes of Zlatan, the likes of Davido and all of that. So they want to play the music of Sarkodie, they want to play the music of Stoneboy, they want to play the music of Akwaboah to know the depth in which they are. Through that, automatically our music is getting to them.
Excellence. We'll look out for excellence. We are going to go beyond the rhetorics, public rhetorics, and check out what goes into a song to make it good. Now, there are certain songs that are purely, I would say, they come out as more of publicity stunts. We are not going to look at such songs. Your song must really have some merit. Your song must have views. Your song must be doing well on the various digital platforms. So we are not just going to listen to the radio. We are going to do other checks to make sure that we get the best of the best.
So it's
in Ghana.
So it's not actually for popularity.
No.
So what do you determine by merit in a good song?
Now, let me quickly correct this popularity issue. I mean, somebody asked the question. Now, the song category definition would direct us to what we are going to do. If it's talking about the most popular song, of course, it's popular. There's nothing you can do about it.